maintenant.
Batistuta is to this team what Kempes was in the 1970s era, on whom so very much now rests. Gallardo is Ariel Ortega's understudy. And this, for purists, is, I suppose, where Argentina, by virtue of winning their group, were able to choose their colours. Surprise. Lopez with Veron to his left, and Batistuta won 11 of their last 12 internationals. And it's nearly 12. Tackle came in, and it was a decent one, but here's Shearer! It was Lasso who drove it across. Lasso. Batistuta and Simeone, and down he goes, it's a penalty. Seaman penalised, and Simeone has gone to the referee and asked for a card to be issued, and he has. It's yellow.
Well, it looked as if there was contact.
It is going to be Gabriel Batistuta, and Seaman got a hand to it but couldn't keep it out. Argentina have the lead after barely 5.5 minutes.
Well, it's a nightmare scenario for England. David Seaman going the right way. It's the sort of height where perhaps goalkeeper could just palm it away, but bigger the number 10 who plays behind the front two is the problem for England, who does pick.
Stats of free kicks, which some officials have done. It's been contested. To take on Chamot on the out of space, and two to his right. This is Michael Owen. He goes down, and that's a penalty. 2 penalties awarded in the space of 3.5 minutes, and England have the immediate chance to draw. Oh, England need it now. It's Shearer, and it's 1-1. Calmness personified. Not a hint of self-doubt. And despair is replaced swiftly by joy. On Lopez.
Team at last have conceded a goal too.
Ball's been pursued by Lopez. Simeone. Far. Adams with the header away. Ortega. Chamot trying not to bring him down. It's still Michael Owen. He scored a wonderful goal. Is there nothing beyond this 18-year-old? Everyone off the bench. And what a moment for the teenager and for England. From 1 down to 2-1 up, and still we've played barely quarter of an hour. By Batistuta, Paul Ince, well struck! Tez back to Veron. Paul's just arriving, and here is Paul Scholes. Ortega. Still going by Vivas and Ince. Long towards Simeone, who was doing shooter ahead of Zanetti. Here Zanetti scored a cracking goal in the UEFA. Nathan. Simeone to his left. Beckham.
Well, the last few minutes, the players and...
This is Ortega. Simeone. Pushed over by Sol Campbell.
So powerful, Sol Campbell, sometimes he just brush.
That's an Argentinian or two. And this is Batistuta. Vivas. Lopez. So has continued his run on this near flank. Batistuta unexpected. Shearer to the left. Owen going himself, deflected, and a corner.
spun off Vivas, the number 14, who strange really plays his football. And
Stuter's making good progress. Lopez on the far side. It's on for Owen, who was balked by... He was swung in by David Beckham. And on the stretch it was Anderton. Lopez did turn well, but that hit his own man Simeone. Did well to retrieve it. It was fouled by Batistuta at full stretch. Shearer's flick, and here's Paul Scholes arriving! What a good chance. And how good a chance it was is only just dawning on the young man from Salford.
Once again, Alan
Adams. With two sets of legs. Batistuta, still Batistuta. Campbell made an effort to clear and simply presented it back to the Argentinian striker. Shearer tried to stop him, but still he goes on. Simeone's ball, Lopez, great!
wonderful tackle.
Batistuta. Veron. There's been ceaseless action in this first half. It's like Batistuta, but in fact it is Veron. It's cleverly worked. It's Zanetti, and it's 2-2. All that work in training, and no wonder they go first to the coach Passarella, because presumably it was his very clever idea.
Well, a crestfallen England, but it was a brilliant free kick, wasn't it? Went for the power on the...
Twice, once quite wonderfully by Michael Owen. We've seen a penalty of... No changes in personnel. There's no change, if you please, to the Bulls. Haunt him. And Simeone is booked. And a red...
Simeone and Beckham.
Thing must have been said as well.
Just got...
Here's Shearer. Concerned with after the incident was Simeone. There was nothing in his... Ortega. And Batistuta. There was no flag. Here is Shearer. Well placed! Good save by Roa. Going to his left. Very well struck.
That was a good shot.
From Lopez, offside.
The extra man in midfield when need be.
Simeone. Adams thought about a challenge. This is Lopez. Well, it took a nick on the way through because a corner has been given. Lasso. Lopez. Campbell couldn't really make the challenge fully. And it was Alan Shearer who kicked away from underneath his own crossbar.
His captaincy at his best. I'm not quite sure what he was late in running there.
Still the danger isn't away. And now it should be with Gary Neville. Stuter and Lopez ahead of him. Well, Michael Owen is coming up on his shoulder. Anderton, good control. Veron to Gallardo. And Crespo is offside.
Finding it difficult to be quite as effective.
Movement for him to benefit from, but in place of Paul Scholes. In the back of whose mind must still be that Campbell is waiting again. Anderton's kick. There is Sol Campbell. Veron. It's going to be decided by penalties. More penalty kicks. Bertie, ideally placed. In normal time. Can he do it again? He can!
There's an action replay. Just wondered.
Reserve centre forward. Now in the limelight. And saved by Seaman! The plunge to the left. And it's a replica save by Roa. Same. He at the shaven head. Ideal penalty. Seaman dived, ball went into the roof of the net. It seemed to be precisely on the spot. It seems to be in front of the spot, but this is Paul Merson. And the goalkeeper got a hand to it, but Merson scores.
Well, that was one of the longest penalties that's
Himself. Oh, nearly. Seaman guessed right. But change your luck now. It's Owen, and it's in. 3-3. It's not a regular penalty taker. Oh, and it wasn't the best of penalties, but still it was enough to beat the England goalkeeper. Exactly what's going through Batty's mind. Don't join them. It's Batty, and he has joined them. And England again are out of the World Cup on penalties.